everyone, my name is Milja. Welcome to my channel. It's gonna be the second update for Nightmare on Panningstreet. It was created by Jaylon and Valerie. I will have them linked down below. Technically, it already started on in October, but I joined in January, so this is why it's only my second update. But anyways, we have 5 rollouts today. I probably should tell you of the project, right? It's a project. They have created 40 prompts based on horror movies. So we pick 6 or 13 items. I have 13 because I'm crazy. And set goals for those products. So as I said, I have 5 empties or rollouts today. So let's just jump right into the products. The first prompt that I got was the ring, which is, I have a cheat note thing here. The ring is an item you want to expose the ring on. And I had pulled in my Catrice bronzer. This is the matte bronzer. I want to expose the second ring on this product. I have not done it. It's not moving. It looks exactly the same as it did last time, I'm pretty sure. It's not moving. Although I've only used it 3 times since the last update, but I feel like it's not moving. But okay, so I've used it 3 times this month for a total of 11 uses, so it's gonna stay for a bit longer. The next prompt that I got was the Exorcist, which is the prompt makes your head spin with delight. And I had pulled in this single shadow from Sample Beauty. It's a silver shadow. It's in the shade Cobweb, which works really well for this project. It's nothing special, but it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I put a 5-use goal on this eyeshadow. I was at 4 uses last time, so I did use it an additional 1 time, and this eyeshadow is rolling out. Next I got the prompt the Invisible Man, which is something that erases, and I pulled in the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Concealer. My goal was to finish this. My progress lines have kind of disappeared, but it's one of those ClickUp ones, and it's empty. There's nothing coming out of it. I tried to spin it and I broke this part. I got it back together somehow, but it's not. There's nothing left in here. I used it 7 times since the last update for a total of 14 uses to finish it. I got the prompt Nightmare on Elm Street, which is a dupe for a product you dream about purchasing. I had a hard time with this prompt, but I decided to pull in the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, because it is a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, which I do want to try. So I pulled in this one for 20 uses. I was at 5 uses last time, and I'm at 9 uses this month. So 11 more uses to go. Maybe I can do it. It's in my monthly makeup basket this month, so I'm hoping I can use it 11 times. Um, the next prompt I pulled in was Pet Cemetery, which is a graveyard item. And I pulled in the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer Serum. My goal is to finish this. I've used it twice this month for a total of 5 uses. I have my lines in this project here. I could not make a new mark this month. Yeah, I need to get to this soon. The next prompt or the next movie that I got was The Shining, which is twins, something you have a backup or duplicate of. And I had rolled in the NYX HD eyeshadow primer because I do have a backup of this eye primer. I took out the stopper since the last update, and it is gone. It's finished. I used it 11 more times this month for a total of 47 uses. It was pretty empty when I rolled it in, so I'm not surprised that it only took me 47 uses to finish, but nevertheless, I'm very happy that I have a finished eyeshadow primer. The next prompt was Friday the 13th, which is a summer themed product. And I went with the Makeup Revolution and Joey palette. It's not summer themed per se, but it's very summery color story. So I pulled this in. It is a summery color story, which is why I decided to pull this in. I set myself a goal of using this 10 times, and I was at 4 uses last month, and I did use it an additional 6 times. So I did hit my goal on this palette, and I think I used all of the shades. They are really pretty. Not the most pigmented ever, but I mean, they are nice, I guess. Um, the next prompt was The Thing, which is an item you're not sure how to use. And for this, I had pulled in this primer. This is the Makeup Revolution Onyx primer. No, the NYX Onyx primer. I don't know, but I had pulled in this one, and no, it's Makeup Revolution. It's all rubbed off, so I don't know, but it's the Onyx primer, and it's black. The primer is black, and it looks gray when I put it on. My face is gray, and I don't like it. So I don't know how I'm supposed to use it if it leaves my face dark gray. So yeah, I had a 10 use goal for this primer. I was at 1 use last month, and I did use it 9 more times. And I think I'm gonna declutter it. I hate decluttering products, but I just can't stand it. Like, the foundation does cover up the gray somewhat, but it leaves my hands and everything gray, and I just don't like it. So, yeah, but I hit my goal anyway. Um, then I had Child's Play, which is something with childlike packaging. And I had pulled in this Essence lipstick. It has all of these like star things on it. Also, it is star shaped, like the lipstick is. It's what I'm wearing today, on top of a more like mauvey lip liner. But this is a swatch of it. My goal is only to use this 5 times. I was at 2 uses last month. I'm at 3 today. So this is the only time I have used this lipstick. Need to do better on that. Then I rolled in The Grudge, which is an item you wish you hadn't purchased. And I had rolled in the Smashbox Halo Cheek Palette. Yeah, I wish I hadn't purchased this. This is basically the only one that I'm able to use, because the other highlight is too dark. The blushes, they are like really hard and pick up my foundation, so I can't use them. So I can use one of 4 products in this palette, and it wasn't cheap. So yeah, there we go. But I had a 10 use goal on this. I was at 4 uses last month, and I'm at 7 uses this month. So hopefully I can use this 3 more times to roll it out. Then I had rolled in Night of the Living Dead, which is item that helps wake up your skin. And I rolled in the Revolution Tea Tree Soothing Essence Spray. My goal is to finish this. I used it 11 times this month for a total of 35. So this is where we started last update, this update. I did not use this every day like I did the month before, so I really need to get back on track on using this, because it's really calming. Yeah, need to use it. 2 products I rolled in last update. I rolled in the Blair Witch Project, which is something black, and I went with packaging. I know you weren't supposed to, but I went with packaging. This is a Catrice face palette that looks like this. My goal is to use it 10 times. I've used it 3 times this month. Yeah, there's that. And then I rolled in Poltergeist, which is something that's always here, so a must have. And for me, that is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. My goal is to finish this, and I'm so close. This is where we started. This is where we are. I used it 17 times, which is not a lot, but apparently I eat setting spray, because it seems to go pretty fast. But this will for sure be an empty by next month. Those are all of the products that I had in from last month, but I rolled out 5 products, so I'm rolling in 5 more. I already pulled my products, and yeah, so I got the prompt carry, which is an item that is a sin not to have in your collection. And I pulled in the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, This is a great setting spray, and it's a classic. Like, it's a sin if you don't have this. Um, my goal is to use it 20 times because it's still pretty full and it's pretty big. It is 4 ounces, so there's a lot of products in here. So I'm just gonna use this 20 times. Then I rolled in Rosemary's Baby, which is a new item in your collection, and I decided to go with the MUA shimmer highlighter powder thing in the shade Iridescent Gold. This is new in my collection. I have never used it, but I'm very excited to. There's a swatch. So I'm gonna use this 10 times. Amityville Horror, a purchase that haunts you. And for me, that would be the Linda Hallberg Infinity palette. This is the Infinity 1, I think. This purchase haunts me, not because I don't like it, but because I don't use it. I forget that it exists because I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with it. Like, I have it in my eyeshadow category, but these are pretty boring shadows. But then you could use them on your face as well. But I don't want to put it with my face palettes because I don't use my face palettes, and because, well, at least like these shades are not gonna work on my face. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this palette. I forget that it exists, and it wasn't a cheap palette. So that's why it haunts me. But I'm gonna use this 10 times. Uh, for the Strangers, which is something that is no longer welcome in your collection. And I went with a concealer. This is the Revolution Pro Ultimate Coverage Crease Proof Concealer. The reason why this is no longer welcome in my collection is because of the packaging. I hate concealers in tubes like this. I have like 4 of them. I don't like them. I would prefer a doe foot. Also is really thick, like really thick. I'm gonna use it 10 times because there's no way in hell I'm gonna finish this. It's pretty full. So I'm gonna use it 10 times. And the last product or prompt that I rolled in was Christine, which is an item that you made a special trip to the store to purchase. I had a really hard time finding anything like that, but then I started thinking about like makeup purchases. Like, I made a specific Beauty Bay order just to get this product, so I'm gonna count it. It's the Beauty Bay and Nikki Tutorials palette. I love this palette, but I don't use it enough. It was in my Pan Those eyeshadows earlier this year, and I hit pan on this shadow, but I have barely used the rest of these shadows. So I'm gonna use this 10 times as well, but I also wanna use every shade at least once. Because I think most of these shadows I have never used. So, yeah, that's gonna be my goal for this one. And that is also going to be the last product we're going to talk about today. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below so you don't miss out on my future updates for this project and the many other projects that I'm doing on my channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.